He's just go. You're live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? It's Wednesday. It's Beer Day every day. We have no guest. It's just me and Joe today, so you're gonna have to deal with that.
That's a fact. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let me run through the roll call, and then we'll just start doing for the next whatever amount of time we do. Rob Brannon showing the number one. We're number one. Rob Brannon first. What's up, brother? Josh Ricks, the big eyes and the big beard. Vato Anale! What's up, Bearder Vato? That's my guy. His daughter loves to Snack the World, I guess. They watch it together, so that's cool. Pete White in the house. Nick H. Nick H., I know I've seen you, but I swear I've seen you under a different name, like maybe the H is spelled out, but welcome. Dagan, good to see you, my man. Well, there's quite a lot of banter going on in the chat. James Pershing in the house. Deliberately Bearded. I'm going to be saying some stuff about Deliberately Bearded shortly. Beard Code. Little Wee Devin in the house. Good to see him. Eastside Chris. Who is Eastside Chris? Do you know Eastside Chris?
No, I do not.
Is that the east side of LA? I mean, where there are many east sides, Chris. Where are we talking? Jeff Rice.
East side?
Beards and Shenanigans. Kyle, what's up, my man? And I think, did I get Nick H? Hold on. I'm here. Yay, Palm Springs. Oh, Palm Springs. Nick H. My grandparents used to live in Yucca Valley, about a half an hour from you for many, many years. Chris, the channel or whatever to be known later. What's up? To be known later, what's up? Eric Kennedy, what is up, my brother? Tyson, the hardest working chat hopper in the biz, man. He is in everyone's. Andy, holy cow. I hope everything's good for you. Nice. NJ Gabagool, I was going to talk about Gabagool as well because he's done some stuff lately. Jason Esser, good to see you, my wood-making brother. And Gabriel Caldwell, what's up? I think Gabriel was in the CMU. Gabriel, was it you that had the girlfriend in the CMU last night that was newer? I can't remember.
I think so.
Yeah.
Or wife? Was it the wife or girlfriend?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Significant other. Beards and Banjos, what's up, Brian? Brian, the move is upon us. I hope to be recording some grumpy stuff with you guys very, very soon. All right. That's everybody. Wow.
What's up, Johnny Grooms? Johnny Grooms and I don't talk during the week usually, so this is like a catch-up for us, too.
Not much. Just like, I got the vaccine, got the second dose, and
you and me both.
I'm ready to go to a packed stadium and see a concert.
Yeah.
Even though, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Even still, they say you can't do that. They want you to just, wear a mask and stuff like that. It's like not a lot has changed, but not a lot has changed. But I was able to go out finally, because all of my crew that I hang out with, there's I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 of us, all vaccinated. Everybody's vaccinated because they're all like doctors and teachers and stuff like that, and nurses. And so like they all are vaccinated. So like it was like pre-COVID days for one night. It was like we went out to eat. We all sat in the same area. We didn't have to mask up. And then after that, we went back to our friend's house. We didn't have to mask up. We didn't have to socially distance. We were indoors. And like it was like pre-COVID night for one night after an entire year, and it was just so refreshing. It was like, oh, it's like I needed that. You just needed that, like
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. My daughter, who's away at college, she got hers. She's moving back in because she's going to do her student teaching next fall, or this fall, I suppose. And by the time she moves in, we're all going. Kelly and I's 2 weeks will be up because Kelly and I and Ari got ours a day apart. So we'll be like one big family again, and that's so nice because she was having some mental health issues. She's a stressful young lady and stuff. So it'll be good to have her back under the daddy wing and making sure she's good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah.
The new house is not exciting. I think my wife went upstairs, Johnny Groom, so I can show this now real quick. So my wife, love her to death, would never cheat on her, would never do anything. I hope I die first. We already know what happens if she dies first, but I hope. But you want to talk about a crazy lady, all right? So last weekend, we went as a family and went through the house and marked all the things that we wanted the homeowner or the building company to fix before closing. We gave them that list. Then yesterday, for 3 hours, mind you, Johnny, we did a walkthrough of everything.
Okay.
They told us the painter's coming back, the plastering, all that stuff. So then my wife says she's going to go back today, and we're going to mark even more. Now, she had a book. I thought it was going to take us half an hour. 3 hours later. Now, this is just one shot. Every piece of painter's tape represents something that needs to be fixed.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's the light panel of one bathroom. Times that by 2 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, a living room, a dining room, a kitchen, a laundry room. I was going nuts because I am not that guy.
So what's under the tape?
Every piece of tape was something she thinks needs to be touched up paint-wise or just basic little mistakes. Like,
okay.
I get fixing big gouges or things like that. But she was just like, this is where her OCD comes out. And she was just so neurotic with this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, honey. I mean, seriously? Or is this what we're doing today? And that's what we did today. So, ay.
Wow. Well, I'm like the opposite. Like when my father-in-law came and did our house, he's like, you know what? No one's gonna see behind here. He's like, and no one's gonna see this. He's like, the only people that are gonna know that this little mistake is here is you guys because it's there and it's like behind moldings and stuff that you're never gonna see. If you walk around the house, you wouldn't notice these things. Like you just wouldn't. Nobody's looking at your walls like, oh, that's not right. There's a little dent in the paint there, and there's nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Their focus is on you because you're. You know what I'm saying,
It's by the time we were done, Johnny, it's like someone played paintball with painter's tape as the ammunition. It was everywhere.
And they're gonna repaint all that stuff like that. That's what they're gonna do.
I feel bad for him. I got to be honest. I feel bad for him. Eric Kennedy, close enough. She actually gave herself a migraine because of it. And when you're staring intently at a little place like that, and remember, I did it just yesterday too. Anyway, nightmare. So that was my last 2 days. But we're thinking the move is going down in about 2 weeks. But get this, Johnny. I found out without spending thousands of dollars, I can't get cable. I thought cable was ubiquitous, like everywhere had cable. No, we managed to buy a plot of land and build a house where we need to dig underneath the road and lay the cable and get permission from all the neighbors to thousands of dollars.
So you have to get satellite.
So we're getting satellite. That doesn't bother me because I'm not a big TV dude. Xfinity does really good on the internet. So I'm hoping in our little rinky-dink town, we're going to get decent internet. And that's what's going to piss me off because that's more important in my house than anything. Internet.
Yeah.
Now, I live in a town of 2,500 and I'm moving to a town of 5,000. So, we're out here in the middle of nowhere.
I wonder how satellite internet is. I never talked to anybody that has it.
Yeah, it's minimal. Like if you're a married couple and that's it, you can survive on it. But if you're going to be streaming and gaming and all that jazz, you'll just chew that up quick. So,
wow.
It's just more of a pain in the butt inconvenience than anything else. There's got to be internet out here. I just haven't had to look for it for a while.
There has to be something because people have businesses that they run and stuff that they need internet for. So,
and we got a bunch of kids remote learning, and that are going to the school. So,
yeah. Oh,
all right. So we got all that negative stuff out of the way. Anything negative happened to you? We'll get all that poison out now.
Negative. No, not really. I had a really good week last week. If anything bad happened to me, I pushed it back in my subconscious, so I don't remember it.
Right on.
And then it'll come up later, like at some point, and I'll start crying about it. But
so we, I'm thinking about the tour, Johnny, because I did 2 postings of the tour. Mm-hmm. Didn't get a lot of feedback on that. Didn't get a lot of nominations, as it were.
Yeah.
So the few and one person gave me like 4 of the 5 nominations we got. So we'll have an occasional tour stop. It looks like, but I'm not going to go for a third post. Use the names that we got. Anybody else that we can think of that we could highlight. we'll do it there, but it's not going to be as a regular thing as I thought it would be.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, participation is a thing, you know. That's how you earn these wooden coins. Just saying. That's how you get these wooden coins, man. Participation is a thing, so yeah. So like you get it.
Sorry, wave a good night. Everyone flees the bottom floor when I'm here because I get loud and belligerent. Everyone goes upstairs. And speaking of loud and belligerent, Johnny Grooms.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was thinking about Jersey Ron. You know, Jersey Ron often gets a pass in the chat in here while everyone is shooting ammunition at everyone else. Jersey Ron just kind of rides his blue wrench like the Silver Surfer rides his surfboard. He just kind of glides chat after chat with no one touching because he's such a nice guy. And fair enough. Maybe that's what I was just looking at the chat real quick. I'm sorry our laziness makes your job harder, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
It's not a job.
It's not a job. It's a community, you know, where people give and take.
Yeah, we're supposed to be interacting.
Yeah,
you know, it's a community. You know?
That's okay. What do I expect out of you, really? You're like the biggest lamprey of the community. What am I thinking? You're just like you're on the tit of the community, James. Just sucking. Like, oh, I've got to actually do something. Well, I've got to put a foot forward. Oh, well, hey, I'm working in North Carolina. Excuse me for tuning out for a week, 2 weeks, whatever the hell it is. All right, so Joe, I just moved. It's a payment. Yes, true, Kyle. So I was talking with some guys in the secret ultra let's take Dan Seed down group chat that I'm in, right?
Oh my God.
We're part of the faction. We're part of that movement that's going to take Dan Seed down.
I know nothing of this.
No. That's a joke. I just think the whole idea is laughable. So I'm talking to everyone, and I'm like, all right, I need everyone to kind of take a little moment and clear your mind because I'm going to ask you a question. James, feel free not to participate. All right, I'm going to ask y'all a question, and I want you all to put in the chat what your answer is. Let's say you don't know Jersey Ron. Let's say you haven't heard his smooth, soft voice. Let's say you don't know what a nice guy he is, haven't interacted. All you saw walking down the street one day was Jersey Ron. He's got his flowing hair. He's got his long beard. He's however tall he is. I'm going to say I think he's like 5'9", 5'10". That's my guess. What do you think this guy's occupation, purpose on earth, what do you think is going on with Jersey Ron the first time you lay eyes on him out in the wild? All right, that's what I want to hear. No sunglasses.
Sunglasses?
No sunglasses. Good question, Johnny. Good question. That's pertinent. All right. All right. So while you're thinking of that, and we'll get some answers in the chat, we were discussing this in our super secret, take Dan C chat down. And we came up with some ideas, and I'm wondering if any of you, because I'm going to share mine. James, feel free to walk out of the room when I share mine too, because I would hate that once you heard mine, you might feel compelled to answer back with something that's not an insult of me. I don't want to put that pressure on you, dude. Okay, so you could just take a walk when I'll let you know ahead of time. I want to see if any of you guys keyed into this as well. First appearance, Ron knows where the good drugs are. Okay, fair enough, James. Good. Look at that. James did work. I'm busting his chops, and he's the first one to answer. Leonard Skinner cover band. These are great answers. Oh, good, Billy. Okay, I can see that as well. Leonard Skinner cover band. Lumberjack Ron. Okay, Lumberjack Ron. Owner of a head shop, says Andy. Just Andy. Good. A retired deadhead rowdy. Nice, Skinner. Bearded Vato, a motorcycle gang shot. You guys are awesome. Oh, you guys are awesome. No, I got you, Gary. I saw you. Oh, well, I saw that one. James Pershing, I thought this was a safe space. This is a purpose, James. There's a purpose here. All right. Owns a cigar shop. Look at that. Jeff Rice. Good. Not guys, I didn't come up with any of these. None of these popped into my head, but these are outstanding. Heading back to the traveling caravan he lives out. Oh, this is great. Here was my thought. All right, James, here's my thought. This is where you can take your walk. I thought with, because he's kind of got that Jesus vibe to him, right? I thought that maybe, just maybe, Ron could be a cult leader. Okay. So he's cruising down. Okay. He's got that Jesus charisma vibe about him. Then you hear him talk and he's got that softer voice and he's very gentle. And all of a sudden you're like, boom. Then Johnny, well, bam, the shades go on. Okay. Then we get the shades. And now women are lining up looking for an empty field to listen to the thoughts of Ron. Owns an old school record store. There you go, Ryan. Exactly. And then the finisher is, so now you see him walking with the glasses down the street. Now, woohoo, put old Georgie on his shoulder. And I was arguing, women love a portable pet, right? One thing lots of women love is a creature that they can fawn over. And if it's a charismatic creature that can actually talk, oh my God. So I told Ron to consider this. What he might want to do with the second half of his life is pursue a cult gig. Because to me, it's like pussy on a platter. I mean, pardon me. And if there's any ladies out there, you can hate me. That's what it is. That is what it is. And if he can do the Jones thing without killing everyone by drinking the Kool-Aid, he might make some serious cash off of it as well. Because once you get the girls, there you go, Jeff Rice. I didn't want to go Manson with this because Ron's not that kind of guy. He's kind of like the 180 of Manson, right? Yeah. He's the 180 of Manson. But
I feel like instead of a swastika, there'd be like a smiley face on his head.
Yeah. He'll carve a smiley face. Oh, he could take Georgie he could make learn Georgie how to say pretty girl and all. So that's my thing. I'm thinking Ron is definitely a cult leader. And where do you look for a cult gig? That's just it, Brian. He lives in a populated area. He lives in Florida. You just walk down the street. You have the sunglasses in your pocket. You kind of get a feel of the room, if you will. If you feel you need the sunglasses, boom, you throw them on. Maybe you leave the house with Georgie. A person with a pet is always going to get attention.
Georgie's a parrot. If anybody who doesn't know, Georgie is a parrot. I just got that from Context Clues.
Yes. Well, Ron did a video introducing Georgie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And so, and that's where you do, Brian. It may take a few laps. It may take a few days. But, Rome isn't built in a day. And Jim Jones didn't take hundreds of people's money and lives by just happening. He worked at that. And I think that's what Ron can do. So all of this is a build to Ron's new nickname. Now, one more quick segue. If you know the wrestler Enzo Amore, and I wasn't following him, after he left the WWE, he became a rapper. Okay? And he released a song called Phoenix. And I hate his voice, and I don't think his lyrical stylings are very good. But he has got a turn of phrase that I absolutely love. All right? So this is from the chorus of Phoenix, just 4 lines. And still I rise from the ashes like a phoenix, middle finger to the sky, gripping my consensual penis. So my new nickname for Jersey Ron is Consensual Koresh, or Koresh for short. It doesn't matter, but Consensual Koresh. I want Ron. We've got, I call him Jesus Pesci. I think Ron is just going to start accumulating many more nicknames for me because he's a nickname kind of guy. Consensual Koresh, Koresh for short, CK, but then we got the whole Calvin Klein problem. Whatever you want to do, let's all put our community effort, minus James Persian because he doesn't want to give any. Let's all push our community effort towards getting Ron that cult. And there we go. That's all I got on the cult, Johnny.
That's very extensive. Did you put a lot of thought into that?
Oh yeah. Well, this was a discussion we had in the group chat that I wanted to bring out on therapy.
Wow.
Hey, see, look at Redbeard Ryan. After knowing Ron, if he started a cult, I would join and send money. There it is. See? Wow. There it is. I might do that too. I might do it too. You could go far worse for a cult leader than Ron. And you got Georgie, and who knows? Maybe he was like a groupie for the dead or something. Not a groupie. What am I saying? A roadie for the dead in a former life or something like that. Where do I send my $5? Enzo put that line in the song because he was accused of sexual assault and won. No kidding, Billy. No kidding.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't in WWE anymore, because he got accused and it was false allegations.
Jeff Rice, there could be worse images to have, my brother. There could be worse images. Hey, Ken.
Great, Ken.
That's great, Billy. It's a great turn of phrase. My consensual penis. I just love that turn of phrase. You know, you don't usually hear those two things put together. So I'll give Enzo props for that one, but his voice is a little too rough and raspy for my taste.
Wow.
So deliberately bearded Ron's in here. He hasn't left. Good.
Does he have anything to add? Because I'm thinking about like this may be a good idea.
Yes, Vato, but on the good side, right? You know, if I could use a Pokemon analogy, he would be Mew, not Mewtwo. Okay, we want the Mewron. All right, and there's another nickname, Mewron. I don't like it, but you know, if you're a Pokemon fanatic, there you go, Mewron. Pershing, I was thinking about this while the wife was repeating. No, Pershing. I was thinking about the old Archie Bunker bit when Edith would talk too much and he would mimic ways of like killing himself, like with a rope or with a gun. I was just thinking about, holy cow. Well, with Paul McCartney, will I ever get out of here? That's what I was thinking of.
Oh,
wow. Mew is worse than you. Well, Zebra, he's worse in power, but he's the nicer aspect. He's the nicer aspect.
He's not trying to take over everybody.
And with that, to end with a little cherry, Ron is part of the Bearded Regard I saw today, which is fantastic because we just
I like that promo pic was funny. They were all looking through the door.
Yeah,
it was good.
But you got to watch them, John. I said they're like going to be like the old school JLA or Avengers, but they're starting to build an army. You know, I've still got their back, but now I'm cocking. What is that? Crooking an eyebrow. Let's keep an eye on them. You don't want people getting too big for their britches. Very cool. Very true. Zebra.
No growth in this community. Nobody grows. Everybody stays where they are.
Nobody grows.
That's what a lot of people believe. They believe that.
Big Man Beard says, word is Enzo is coming back to the WWE next weekend at WrestleMania.
No way.
We'll see.
No way.
So, Johnny, did you see this? Since we're not going to do a lot of wrestling, but we talked about before all the biographies coming up. Did you see they're starting a new show where WWE wrestling superstars of the past go to hunt down artifacts that like maybe had been auctioned off? So like Mick Foley will go hunt down the original Mankind mask, or I don't know what it is, but that's the premise. Like Undertaker's going to be on it, Foley's going to be on it. I don't know who else, but I just saw a quick commercial of that, and I was like, seriously? Like I get all the bios, that'll be cool, but I don't know about this show.
Huh? That's weird because, yes, Gary, I am using the ZV one right now. What was it say? They have a lot of that stuff like locked away in the vault. You ever seen that vault?
I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah, like Mick Foley did like a tour of it. Not a tour, but he went through it. And they had a cameraman, and he was like, he had the original Hell in the Cell cage was there. And like all the props and all the things that they use, like, you know, it's all this giant like warehouse vault thing of the WWE. So because all their stuff is you know, because WWE, what they really do is make movies, and they, you know, it's more movie making than anything.
Yeah.
So they have a whole like, because they have their own production team. They have makeup crew. They have all that stuff. You know, like you would like a movie set.
Right.
You know, and so they have this huge warehouse where they have all their props and everything they've ever used, and it'd be weird to find that some of that stuff like got out there. Where you know what I'm saying, like the original masks and outfits and stuff like that, they should be in that vault. So like,
here's what I'm thinking, Johnny. Like particularly for guys like, well, Foley is newer to the WWE, but a guy like Undertaker who shows up in the late '80s. What if, like, you know, when they weren't as caring about that kind of stuff? What if an Undertaker urn got a hey Modelo? You know,
Billy asked me when I was drinking, so
you know, things like that, or if maybe for an auction, you know, because Foley. You know, Foley loves kids and he's good about that. So maybe they did an auction and he gave his mask. He donated one of his Mankind masks for an auction or something like that.
That's what I'm interested. Like, how do those items get out there?
Yeah.
For them to want to hunt it down. That's where my mind is going.
Hey, Joey Hookham. And then Gabagool. So I am a language nut, Johnny. And within the whole Taylor ham pork roll debate, Gabagool posts these two stills from articles that I found. Like the idea, how do the Italians say it? Is it capicola? Is that how they say that meat? How that turns into gabagool and like that language shift? That is fascinating. So gabagool, and James Pershing may take umbrage to this. Gabagool is not only just being part of the community, he's trying to educate the community as well. And I'm a big fan of that. We don't just have to educate about beard stuff, boys and girls. We can educate about language and all that jazz. So I think, and then who was it? Someone else posted something else, and it seemed like it was pro pork roll based on the post. And now I'm waiting for the Taylor ham constituency to retort. But right now, I think I think the pork rollers have it right now.
Yeah, it's definitely pork rolls.
Yeah. Take a Dan C. beer up tonight. That's a bummer, Joey Hookham. I hope they took some like video and stuff to share with us, or obviously people took pics, but maybe they,
Yeah, I saw a few.
You saw a few? I didn't see any of those.
Yeah, it's I find it a little. It's not weird. I guess maybe I find it a little weird, but a lot of the guys are the same height. They're all kind of like the same height. From the photos that I saw, everybody's standing shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah,
they're all kind of like the same height.
Really? Because Dan isn't Dan around like 6'3" or something? Isn't he?
Dan's like
taller?
7'10".
7'10".
He's huge. So
Rob Acker and I are about the same height because Rob is right around 6 foot.
Like Samsey posted a story, and it was a photo of a little video clip of all the guys standing around, and Dan was walking around, and he turns around, and he looks at the camera, and the only way you know it's Dan is because he showed what mask he's wearing. He's got the giant huge beard, and he like towers over everybody else. It looked like to me, in my opinion, it looked like he stood over all of them, like a giant. And everybody else was just like these little people. And then Dave, Beard Motivation, Jesus, I can't speak. Beard and Motivation, Dave, he was there too. And Dave's got some height on him too. He made he made oh man, what's this guy's name? He was just there. I think his name's Carlisle. Andrew Carlisle?
Yeah, Andrew Carlisle, yes.
So Andrew's standing next to Dave in the story. And you can see that the height difference is very significant. Yeah.
Dave's 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah. I think Dave's 6'4". I don't know why I go to the height thing. It's just something you can quickly like register as you see a photo.
Joey, I was looking forward to meeting Acker. Yeah, that would have been nice. So they are doing a live, I guess. Billy just said he's going to jump over to the DNC stream.
I was. I wanted to go to that. I really wanted to go to that Disney thing. If only I got my vaccine like 2 weeks earlier, I would have been able to go.
Pete, to my knowledge, no, but Johnny is the New Jerseyan, as is Gabagool.
Is it pork roll the same as pork loin pinwheel stuffed with cheese and spinach? No. Not that I know of. I mean, I don't know. But pork roll is thinly sliced. It's thinly sliced. It's not like thick or anything like that. So
5-7 Ron. Okay. When is the meetup for the group to take down Dan? Well, Eric, we're just we're based off of, we're just kind of a splinter group of the core people that want to take him down. So we're kind of backup. But Ron is in that group, so we're all terrorizing together.
Oh my God.
Throwing everyone under the bus.
Nobody's safe.
So I won this at auction. This is, and Eric even has, this is from Sober Chef Eric, even has stickers. So this is the last auction we had, and this is his elk jerky called Jamaican Me a Jerk Jerky. So I'm going to pop this open right now. And
so it's safe to say that's Jamaican jerky.
I've never eaten elk.
Vacuum sealed too. Huh?
Oh yeah, man, he's a chef, boy. He don't mess around. Dang, this is how rumors start.
Yeah, but the difference is, like, we'll leave the live will be up for you guys to see that it's just a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole concept is rather ridiculous. Good seasoning.
Is it soft? Is it tough? Like,
very soft, very soft. The smell is a little more pungent than the taste.
okay.
Like I smell this, and there's like, I guess that's what gamey is, and I get that gamey out the smell, but the taste,
right?
Taste is awesome. That's good.
He said that he would if I won that auction, that he would make me jerky out of mushrooms. Now, I'm out by ready to pay for jerky made out of mushrooms because I've never had jerky made out of mushrooms, and that just sounds delicious and exotic to me. The only jerky I've ever eaten was like wheat gluten or soy. Like I never had like mushroom jerky. That would be tits. Just saying.
And I could have not sworn. I would have thought that that's a jerky that would be very common in the vegetarian community. That's pretty interesting that it's not.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I've had it and I didn't know it. I did have a really good vegan jerky that I don't know. I don't know what it was made out of, but it wasn't jerky. It was very gummy, and it pulled apart slowly. It didn't pull apart like jerky pulls apart. So
that's. I know what this. I think this is ground elk that he pounds and shapes and stuff like that. So it's not like the stringy kind of jerky. It's like ground and then formed into a shape that he then seasons.
Oh, okay.
And that's how he makes his. Eric Kennedy. Oh, there aren't any leaders. It's like a unimind. Eric, I don't know if you're familiar with the Marvel comics.
It's a unimind. It's a hive mind.
It is a hive mind.
So you got to find the leader, and once you kill the leader, then the whole thing goes down.
Well, I don't want to throw too many other people under the bus, but I think James Pershing is part of that chat too. But anyway, so if you know comics, Eric, there's the Illuminati in Marvel Comics, and it's the greatest minds of the Marvel Universe. So Mr. Fantastic and Captain America and Black Panther, right? So we're like the bearded community version of that in that chat. That's what I'm going to say. So
the greatest minds of the bearded community?
Yeah, or something. It doesn't have to be true, Johnny. It just has to sound good.
No offense. I'm just kidding. I'm just throwing jabs.
I know. If James Pershing is in there, we're all done. Let alone me. I miss morel hunting. Oh, nice. You know what? I would love to do that too. Can't wait for morel season, Scott. They actually had a season of like. There was this old show on National Geographic that I really liked called like I can't remember. It's like called Dirty Jobs or something like that. But it was
Dirty Jobs.
It was like, but it's not that one though. It was called something else. Anyway, it was like three different guys. There was this dude that was an eel catcher and smoker. And then there were these two dudes in Maine that gathered bloodworms from the beaches to sell. And then there was a couple that hunted mushrooms and then took them to local restaurants to sell. And that I would love to go in and hunt some mushrooms. I mean, I got to be careful though because I don't know the poisonous ones, but that would be fun.
Hunt mushrooms. I thought they use pigs. They use pigs for truffles.
Yes,
they use pigs to sniff out, which are very expensive. By the way, I had no idea that they were that expensive.
Yeah, some truffles are more expensive than gold.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah,
and they're like deep down, like under the ground. I think that's the thing about them. Supposedly, they taste really good.
The pigs are seriously old school. That's they now have other ways of finding it, but like in some of those French small communities like mine that don't have cable everywhere, you could probably find a dude with a trained pig.
So, I've been thinking.
That sucks,
right?
Zebra. Mm-hmm.
My family's by the way, never studio. We can't find him. Oh wow.
Yes, indeed, Eric. That is correct, James.
So I have like a question for the people in the chat, the community. Well, all 17 of you. I know the community is a little bit bigger than that. So I was thinking, what other people who are not necessarily reviewers, what do they think that the idea of a review is? Like, when you think review, what is it that comes to mind? Like, what do you think that a review should be, or what is it? You know, so I'll give a minute for people to answer that question. Yeah. Now, my questions are not like so thought out. Like, there's no multi-layer. Like Joe's thing was like very multi-layered, and there was a lot going on there. Mine's just pretty straightforward. Like, you know. What's up, Rob? Oh, I lost Joe. I'm all by myself. Oh no. Oh no. I'm asking the chat.
Hey, Rob.
What is a review to you guys?
Hey, Rob. Sorry, I hit the wrong X, Johnny.
Oh, that's all right.
Rob, how's Florida going? You having a good old time? I hope so.
Jeffrey says honesty.
Honesty.
Okay.
Just leaving the meetup. Dave is huge. Yeah, there's the thing about pictures and videos is it doesn't translate size very well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just, you know. So, just honesty from Jeff. Thanks, Jeff.
Well, you know you're not going to get any from James, so you're down to 16 now.
There we go. Brett got some.
Oh, there we go. Brett's got some.
I should know when I click on a review what a scent is like, what a feel and beard is like, scent longevity, etc., without having the product in front of them for me. So without having the product in front of me, so I know where to buy, whether I want to buy it. Okay. We got information about the product company, being honest, because scent and feel and beard are subjective. True. Let's see. Oh no, that's piggybacking in his previous comment. I was like, what? Scent is very subjective.
Yeah.
All I want to know is if it sucks, feel and beard first, then scent. Ingredients. Okay. So basically, you just want the knowledge. You want to be told, like, you know, the ingredients, the cost, about a little bit, maybe a little bit about the company. Not a little bit about the company. Let's see here. What they say. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so when you, I say, Joe, when you first got into beard care, right, and you started finding companies, right? What made you buy from that first small batch company? Like, what was that? What was, you know, did you just go on a whim? Did you see a review and was like, oh, I'm going to try that because of a review? Or did you give like us, you know what I'm saying? Like what made you buy that first?
Okay, so the first two beard products I bought were Mad Viking and Badass, and that's because the guy I gamed with on Xbox, he's from Indiana. His name was Scott. He had a huge beard, and that's what he used. So I took his recommendation. Then I started watching Dan C. Matt Scott. So then the first small batch purchase would have been as a result of some of the things those guys said. But it was still like I hadn't developed my scent biases yet and all that kind of stuff. It was still very much like just reaching out, and everything smelled great at that point because I was so new to it. You know, I hadn't become jaded, or I hadn't been able to distinguish 4 or 5 of the same scents. And then when I started to wanted to review, then I just started reaching out on my own.
Okay. So same thing for the chat. Like, what made you buy that very first small batch scent or that product, that small batch product? Was it a review, or did you just stumble upon a post on IG from the company themselves, or what made you buy that first one to try it? Other than store bought, like store bought stuff, that's a little different because you could be walking by. There's no like influence there. So this is the kind of show where like tonight we're going to be asking you some questions, and I want some answers. Answer if you can. That'd be nice.
Now realize that Mick is like listening, and he already said he was busy. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna take everything he says with a grain of salt while people are answering. Like being
abused. Someone was a veteran and wanted to buy and support my brother's cause. Cool. So there you go. It's Chris's answer.
There we go. Yeah, that's right, Chris. I remember you saying that.
Right.
Rob's 2-1 unboxing in your no nonsense reviews, JG's. Oh, look at that. That's a nice compliment from James. The perfect review is a mix of Rob's 2-in-1 unboxing review and your no nonsense reviews, JG.
Ah, yes. I try to give the consumer experience. That's what I'm going for.
And Jeff Rice has a great thing. I'm allergic to patchouli, so many use it, but not on the labels or descriptions. A lot of companies, even if they're putting it on their website or their label, they may leave a few scents out because they don't want to give the whole kit and caboodle of the scent profile away, right?
Right.
So that I get that, Jeff. It would be nice if, but man, I don't know how reviewers would even find that out because usually that stuff's proprietary and the owner wouldn't let a person know.
I somehow found luxurious pasta on the web and loved the name and scent. Bilberry sounded great. Bilberry does smell great. I like Bilberry. Not a lot of people do, but I like it. Brian's review of Hanyaka and the conversation with Adam for like half an hour. He didn't know me at all, but took time to answer my questions. That's cool. Yeah, that's okay. My first purchase was Van Donkey. God, work told me about. Then I found YouTube beer videos. Oh, nice.
Wow, McMahon's first scent was Bilberry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Makes funny. Oh man. So, all right. Now that you've got that out of the way, you guys are remembering the first purchases you made. What were the next few purchases? Did you automatically buy again from that same company, or did you branch out to something new? Did you try and test the waters a little bit, or did you just stick to what you knew, or did you find a review after that and go and go towards what a reviewer was suggesting? What about those next few purchases? Did you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know when I first started, I bought what did I buy? I bought Badass Beard Club.
Mm-hmm.
The donkey. I bought that. And then my real small batch purchases were Crusher's Creations, and then I was buying every single Crusher scent that came out.
Yeah.
And then that's when I found Beard Roundtable, and I was talking with Rob, and Rob was like, "Oh yeah, Crusher's got great stuff or whatever." So I was like, "Cool," and I just bought up a bunch of his stuff, and I just stayed that way. Before I started trying other companies, I kind of stayed. My first 5-6 purchases were all pretty much the same company, and then I started to branch out and stuff like that.
I remember, Johnny, that I had bought a few, but my first 3 reviews were Texas Beardsman, I think Jim Bob's, Savage Maine, and Crushers were my first 4 reviews in some order. And those were all independently done by me because no one had been doing reviews on any of that stuff. At least I hadn't seen it. That's
fun. Osmosis can pick up the sense even though
I wish my nose were that good.
Me too. I wish I could do that too. Shit, I try. I always get it wrong though. I know I've got it wrong because when I've messaged Lux is it this, and this? He's like, nope, wrong. Nope, try again. Nope. I'm like, all right, fine, I give up. I always ask before I buy. Makes responses. Some answers never ever got a couple till they. The Rocket 40 now said, I found Dan Seaman trying to figure out how to use beard oil balm, and my first purchase was from that. That was just
Yeah.
Okay. My first beard brand, I thought they were bigger. They were the biggest, so I tried them. Oh, beard brand. Okay. I never tried beard brand. Like their beard products, like their oils and stuff.
I bought their samplers very early on. And after smelling them, I'm like, why are these guys so expensive, like compared to other companies?
Go back to their first company, but branched out a bit. Sought out a female owner, wanted to show my daughters. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's good, Chris.
This Naughty Beard. Oh yeah, Naughty Beard.
Naughty Beard, man.
Remember Naughty Beard? I still have some Naughty Beard. Good stuff.
So do I. It's good stuff, man. His City series and one of his Christmas scents I absolutely love. He just lost the fire.
Yeah, that's true. And Lone Bear. Yeah, I got some Lone Bear too. Lone Bear is nice. I take that back. Baddest Beer Club was my first purchase. Samples and minors. Crushers first was good before the utility butter. All right. Eric Kennedy said he branched out. I was told that a couple of times. I didn't expect the supplier to put the barber. Oh, what's up, Cam? How you doing? First bought Hanyak and then everything else Adam made. True. That's another one too. It was like Adam. It was Hanyaker and Crushers Creations. Like every time they would release something, because I forgot what led me to Hanyaker. I don't know if it was you, Joe, or
Brian reviewed them first, and he was on live with me first. So it depends on what format you saw.
I don't know. But after that, after I was like, I bought a lot of Hanyak. I still have a lot of Hanyak. Bought a lot of Hanyak. I bought a lot of Crushers. So first out of the gate, those are the two big companies that I purchased from.
Yeah.
So, all right. Okay. So this leads me to like, what I'm thinking. We have been in this for a while now. Like I've been in this 2 years, buying up stuff. And I've gone up and down on my road of reviewing of good companies, bad companies, wasting money on combos and stuff like that. There are companies that weren't so stellar and, just didn't work with my beard kind of deal, A few cents were okay, but all that stuff, but it didn't really like, go with my beard that well. And, so I got to the point in time in my YouTube career that I don't throw money at new stuff just because they're new, anymore. So I'm wondering if like, since Joe, like you've been in this for a while now, like, is that kind of like the same thing with you? Like, do you not like, do you spend cautiously, so to speak? You know what I mean? Like you don't just buy. Like I personally just don't go in just because a company just pops up out of nowhere. Like I'm not gonna go run and buy their stuff just because they're brand spanking new. Like I've already tested the waters in a lot of other different companies that are no longer even here anymore.
Right.
That were just bad. And like, because this came to me when I was cleaning up down here and I threw away like 2 garbage bags full of just packaging and junk and like a whole shit ton of oils and butters and stuff that just went bad and balms that went bad because they've been here for 2 years and they just didn't last and and they never really worked to begin with. That's why I never wore them and never even did reviews on them and stuff. I just put them to the side because they didn't work and moved on to the next one and so I threw a bunch away. I threw a bunch of shit away. So like how did your purchases now, like are they like strategic purchases or how do you determine your purchase now that you've been in this for some time?
Currently I'm only buying in auction. So if there's something I want, I'll hope the company has an auction and I'll try and win it. On the rare occasion, if it's a company I really, really dig and the scent sounds good, I'll buy from them. But yeah, once I quit with the channel, we'll quit doing beard stuff on the channel, I should say. My buying shriveled up because, I got it all. That said, I'm looking at, because Beards and Banjos Brian had a great sale for March Madness, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, and I hadn't tried Bandbox Fella, and I love the way Mike does sense. So I bought, he was buy a combo, get one free. I'm like, okay, yeah, I will. So in those kinds of instances where there's just such a crazy good sale, I'll do that. I got my first Ferocious from Brian as well. So if there's a really good sale, I'll take advantage of it. But other than that, I'm very, 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 like you said, strategic in my buying.
Ryan needs help too.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. I want to say real quick. If Bill Berry was Mick's first scent, and Bill Berry was probably my 5th or 6th luck scent, and there was probably a span of about 3 or 4 months there before Bill Berry came out that I was doing this, McMahon has spent a fuck ton of money on beard products. Okay. So much so, I don't know that this is true. So much so that Mrs. McMahon wanted a second child, and Mick said, no, I still got to buy beard shit. Because he was literally taking money that would be for clothes and like medical expenses. Kids aren't cheap, Johnny. You got 2 of them. And yeah. Mick drew that line in the sand that no second child because his beard was more important. So, what do you do? So Ryan, anyway, I was going off on Mick. So Ryan, you have grown kids. I guess my advice to you is buy, brother. Keep buying. What else are you going to do? Your kids are out of the house. You don't have a McDonald's anywhere near you. Your fucking post office is like a general store. You live a boring life, man. Beard stuff is good for you, my friend. Buy. Buy.
What I was kind of getting at is like, people that have been, buying from small batch companies and stuff like that for some time, and they put the time in and stuff like that, and I've already spent thousands. I would say it's got to be thousands by now because of the amount of beard products I've purchased. There's just when a new I know for me, like when a new company comes out, I won't jump on it immediately. I'm not going to immediately buy it. But then there's, new reviewers that come in, new personalities and people that review stuff because new reviewers pop all the time, which is great. Everybody making content, no problem about that. There's enough space for everybody. There's no, you do you. You know what I mean? They will, try these new companies and be like, oh man, how come the bigger reviewers are not the bigger reviewers? Without a doubt, like there's no question that I don't think I'm a big reviewer at all. Like I don't see myself that way at all. I don't consider myself a big reviewer. There's like, I'm just some a-hole, right? So, no, seriously speaking, I fully own that. I'm just a guy that talks to this camera and puts up shit. But like, I feel like new people coming in are trying new companies that older, more seasoned reviewers won't try because they're brand new and they've already like been through all of those companies that didn't really work with their beard and stuff like that. So when they come in and think like, oh man, how come like this beard product is so good, but nobody's really reviewing it? It's not getting the attention it deserves and all that stuff. And like, they must not like support small businesses because they're not buying these new smaller companies that are popping up out of nowhere, So like, I don't know. It just got me thinking, like maybe that's what a lot of the confusion comes from. Because I see some posts where there's like, give my company a chance, and there's like little like jabs thrown here and there that bigger reviewers, quote unquote, bigger reviewers are don't buy stuff unless they have codes and stuff like that. So there's like all this little like little talk happening, and that's where I think like I was trying to like rationalize and think about like where this would stem from, and I kind of think it's like on that road where like they're newer reviewers trying newer companies, but people that are been longer in the community like don't necessarily buy like the newest company that sprouts up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You kind of understand what I'm like trying to get here. I did. I don't know. Maybe that's it. I don't know what it is. I know I've never tried Mudcat whiskers before.
Yeah.
And the same thing. I waited until there was like a sale. I never tried them before. We have touched on them a while back when we highlighted a small company that nobody was really talking about. In an old episode of Beer Therapy. I still didn't try them, but the sale on Brian's stream was too good to pass up. So I picked up, Paul Paul's pipe, and it's a really good scent. And I also got some Classic Grooming, which I'm wearing right now, which is really good. They're a brand new company coming up. I just, where was I going with this? See, this is the ADHD coming in.
I wasn't going to get in the way because Eric would ride me till next freaking Wednesday if I did.
No, jump in whenever you feel it. Because I just, I feel like there's like some kind of like, disconnect somewhere where maybe these companies think that, nobody wants to buy them for whatever reason. And, saying.
Well, one thing I've noticed that I perhaps wasn't as cognizant of when I was reviewing, but now having done it and looking at the outside, you can definitely see groups of reviewers getting product from like the same company, whether they have 100 subs or 10,000 subs. And it's an interesting dynamic. And I know they want to get their stuff out there all at once. So like, who was it? Who was the brand new company that like just hit Dan, hit Ken, hit Matt, no BS.
I think was it Bahawat?
Not Bahawat, no, someone else.
Because they brand new, they came up out of nowhere. I was like, oh wow. I still didn't try them yet. I still didn't buy it yet because
I commented on it in the Great Minds chat, but I was just like, it was just like in a 2 or 3 days, I just saw review after review after review for this company. Can you? Who have you reviewed in the last 2 or 3 weeks? I know you
was
know
it
who
Aztec,
this is. Not Aztec. No, it was an out of the a company. Not
Honor.
Who? Honor. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Honor.
Right.
Yeah. And I get that, but at the same time, and here's a good question for your audience. If you see five dudes who maybe you watch all their reviews, what have you, but if they're all dropping reviews on the same product, are you watching all those reviews or are you just watching one of them? I mean, I just don't. I don't know. And maybe Gary's in here. Maybe he can tell me about the business sense of that. If you're brand new, I get it. But if you have multiple scents, I would wonder about maybe giving 1 or 2 reviewers 1 scent and the other 2 reviewers a different scent. So you could, I don't know. I'm not a businessman. I'm talking out my ass.
Right.
Yeah. Johnny,
no, but I think some of the like new company frustration, when they come up with a company and there's like, oh, how come they're not buying my stuff? How come, that's where I think it comes from. I think it comes from like more seasoned people are more strategic with their purchases rather than a newer, YouTuber coming up reviewing stuff is just going to buy to have, products for content. And, they're legitimately testing it out for the review. And I think that's where it comes from. I think that's where that whole that whole frame of mind of like, oh, I'm not being they're overlooking my small company. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to. Because I don't know. Because it's new, but I don't know. I was just thinking that because like I know like there are some companies that came up that are brand spanking new that I haven't bought yet. I mean, I'm looking into buying them. Like I'm looking to see what some of the reactions are. Some of the reactions are. From some other reviewers. Some I watch the newer guys and see what they say about some of these companies and things like that. I make my judgment call then, I guess it comes down to whoever's, getting products for review. I never ask a company for free stuff. I always buy it.
No, right.
If somebody offers it, I 8 out of 10 will turn them down. The only people I don't turn down at all is head shaving companies, like shaving companies, shave soap companies, razor companies. They want to send me free stuff. By all means, send me all you want. I don't have a lot of that. So, like beard care companies, stuff like that, I don't buy it because I've come to notice that no, not that comes to notice. I haven't noticed this at all, but I think in my mind, if I buy something from a brand new company and they see like, oh, it's johnnygrooms at gmail.com, that, oh, he's, they may search me out, see I'm a reviewer, and they may give me like a special package or, throw in something extra. I don't want that. I want like exactly what Joe Schmo would just order and get on his own. I don't want anything special because I'm a reviewer. So, I may change an email address and buy under a different name or something like that. And, I'll go with my government name because not a lot of guys know my government name. And that's the reason why I like to keep it secret. Is because when I do reviews, I want to give that consumer experience, especially if it's for a brand new company. Like, I never reviewed Mudcat Whiskers. And I probably should have saved the unboxing for the video, but I really wanted to get my nose around it. And I did the same thing with Classic Grooming. And so, like, when you do the unboxing and you do the whole thing like that, it really is like how you would get it if you bought it. You know what I mean? So that's what my reviews. That's what I try to convey. So like that's why I don't ask for free stuff or accept free stuff from a lot of companies. I like to buy it on my own. That way, especially if the company like got something wrong and I had to deal with the actual customer service side of it, I can say in my review like the customer service sucked, or good, But lately, knock on wood, I haven't had a bad experience customer service wise. Everybody's been great.
I'm looking at Gary Lewis's comments, and it's like someone is possessing him or something. I'm calling bullshit on a couple. Ending our Scent of the Month series because it's hindering people from trying new companies, I hear. Okay, I'm going to say that Gary did hear that, but he's not ending the Scent of the Month. That's bullshit.
Wait, better not.
New companies need to slow their damn rolls. It took me 3.5 years to be where I'm at, and I'm still very small. 8 orders or less a day. That's complete bullshit. I call total bullshit on that. Brett, there is no New Jersey meetup. That's bullshit. And Chris, I don't care.
No, it's not a meetup.
Oh, it's not a meetup? Oh, okay. We're going to parse language here. Fair enough. It's not a meetup, but dudes will be meeting one another. Right, Johnny? Isn't that going to happen? Maybe not everybody, but there will be New Jersey guys meeting up with Gary and his.
Yeah, we're just hanging out like for a little bit. It's not like what's happening in Florida where like, come on everybody. No, it's not. Like this is where we're gonna be at this time. No, it's not like that.
Okay, so I'm just calling that out. There's no way you're getting rid of the Scent of the Month because it's probably doing very well in sales. Oh, I know it's doing very well in sales because I hear you selling out of stuff pretty quickly. So that's BS. And fuck that.
Yeah, no, Scent of the Month has to stay because it forces Gary to really use those creative juices and come up with some like really awesome things, like from the packaging to the different color bottles and the labels and
yeah.
I mean, it's what I love right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm loving this the different things. Like I mean the red bottle from the Back to Beard to the Future, those little things like and just the stickers and all that. I know like and that's gotta cost. That's not like. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know like the ins and outs of the cost and all that stuff like that. If is it different than does it cost more to do that than it is to run a regular scent or not? But I am loving the different stuff every month. Like I like that,
Yeah.
I'm this close to actually subscribing rather than just buying,
Good.
Because I know like you save if you subscribe.
Hold on. The chat is behaving really weird tonight.
Sure. I need to wear Jimmy Snickers. You don't own any.
Yeah, the chat on my end, at least the chats. I've got Mickman and Mrs. Mick, and they're the last people that have commented. That's been like a couple months. Johnny, that's what kills the new companies. Ask them. Okay, all right, there we go. Now we're at the heart of the matter. I get that. Oh well, everyone's got to put in a little elbow grease and sweat and blood and tears and all that stuff. So. Good for them.
But I mean,
good for them.
It's tough. It's like you.
No one asked them to open up. No one asks you to start a business.
Yeah, I mean, like if they're thinking like the cent in a month thing is hindering their sales, then come up with something cool. Like look at 8-bit, 8-bit grooming. The guy I forgot what company it was beforehand, but he restructured everything, came up with a kick-ass concept, the labels, the everything, the whole theme, the whole gaming theme, 80s gaming theme. The whole company's revolved around the 80s gaming theme. That's kick-ass. Like that's
Pete, thank you for the update. Day 7 of 15, he's lost 8 pounds, and things never smelled worse coming out of me. I'm gonna have to try that cleanse. I may have to combine cleanse with Atkins and see how much I could lose in a real big pot. See if that's allowable. That is great.
Just juicing?
No, this is he. Allegedly, according to this commercial, there's like 15-year-old shit lodged up in your system. Right? So I
heard about that,
Yeah. So he's taking pills to push all that shit out, and you can lose up to 20 pounds, what have you. So
let's go get an enema. Let's get an enema.
I don't know. I don't know that works. I mean, does that get the?
It's a medical procedure. It'll work. It'll work. It'll clean you out. It'll clean you out quicker than the
sexual king.
Hey, if that's what you like to do. I mean,
Japanese like the enemas, man. I'm just saying. Japanese are into enema stuff. As far as like in their pornography.
Oh, why? That's disgusting.
They're also into menstrual stuff too. I don't know.
What? From what I heard on how an enema is done.
By the way, it is 9:30, so.
Yeah, but from the way I heard an enema was done, like there's no way that people could find that arousing. Like that's I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You know what? I stand quiet because
look, yeah,
from things I had to Google, over the time of the show, like I'm just gonna shut up now.
Let's just agree it's not either of our kind of thing. I don't want anything poop related, Johnny. I don't want someone pooping on my chest. I don't want to poop on someone's chest. I don't want anything in that. Now maybe a little walk in the park around the bunger. I'll do that. I'll do that. That's okay. And if someone wants to do the same thing with me, that's fine. But the moment things start going out, I'm out. I don't want any of that.
Yeah.
The real shit.
No.
Yeah. And hey, I have heard, Johnny Grooms, and some of our guys in the chat can back this up. I've heard that in old Hells Angels culture and maybe all biker culture, you ever heard of the term earning your red wings? You earned your red wings, at least in the 60s and 70s, I had read this, in the Hells Angels, by going down on a woman when she was on her period.
Oh,
and that was like a thing. You earned your red wings. That is all.
Gross.
That is
Wait,
also not my cup of
this
tea.
Before?
Well, we have talked about
before.
maybe some menstrual stuff in the Japanese, but not earning your red wings. I don't think we've ever talked about.
Oh God, that's just gross.
Is
that an actual patch thing?
I don't know if it's patchable, but maybe somebody out in the audience can tell us. It's not arousing, period. Well done, Camo Cam. Nice wordplay.
Yeah.
Eric Kennedy. Look at Eric Kennedy. You got to earn the red wings.
See, we knew it. Ron, he runs in those circles, man. He gave himself up. You gave yourself up right there. Like you.
See, if Ron knows about the red wings, you know he's going to be a good cult leader. Yeah, that's just. Beard Zero says, "You mean low tide?" Yes, Peter, I do. Red Wings is true, says Jeff Rice. There we go. So that's a thing.
Oh, wow. Okay, that is a thing. All right.
And the Japanese, that's part of their, they dig that adult film-wise. Thought everyone did that at least once, says Mick. What the fuck? What do they teach you in Oklahoma, Mick?
Yeah, come on, man.
What the hell is going on? Okay, so I did you not – this is just perplexing. So based on Mick's comment, understand this. I did you – and this also tells you something about Mick. I did United Beards of America with Mick, right? Oklahoma. And there is a food thing in Oklahoma called the onion burger. And it stems from the Depression when onions were very cheap and meat was very scarce. So it's a blend of onions and meat, but it's more onions than meat. And Mick thought that would sound very good. What Mick didn't know is that he had been living for years a couple minutes away from a diner or restaurant that served that onion burger. All right?
Oh, okay.
So Mick is going to sit there and say, thought everyone did that. So Mick has had the Red Wings at least once, but he's never eaten the onion burger until after United Beards of America. That does not compute to me unless it's Mick. And that's where I'm going to rest my case. Going down the Red River to no. Camel Cam, no. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not. Hey, Eric, if it floats your boat, more power to you, brother. More power to you. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, no.
Hey, Bearded Billy.
With that said, I'm pretty sure Miss McMahon's probably going to elbow drop in any second now. You're just going to see, like, this is what you're going to see in the chat. Like, this is when his face hits the keyboard. It's just going to look like this. Just gonna be a bunch of nonsense.
Mick, yes, you are the problem. Because here's the issue, dude. That is totally hypothetical. Your question was like it was as American as apple pie and hot dogs, dude. It's really not. If it's your thing, great. But it's not like Girl Scout cookies where we should all anticipate them in the spring or something, okay? Understand. I don't know what they're teaching you in Oklahoma, but understand that. James Pershing, you're awfully silent, which means you're either not contributing, which is great, good, or you bailed on us. Oh, did he just
he's there. He just
God damn his eye. Like, did I die first or did I find? Okay. God, you see, James is a clever. He's a clever, lazy guy. All right, so here we go, James. That I think if we're talking the biker culture, Red Wings patch on or whatever you call it, intent is you must know. It has to be a premeditated act. Okay. Now, as far as you personally and something happens, hey, that's on you. As Rob Acker would say, that's on you, playa. That's just not my thing. Let me tell you this though. I know for damn sure what season it is before I go hunting. That's all I'm going to say. The dark, you might not know the difference. Well, unless when you wake up in the morning and you're looking like, like the Joker on your lips, yeah, you'll know the difference. Low tide at the end of it might smell reminiscent of what's coming out of you right now, Pete. Nick eats cheese on Oreos, so you can't trust what he says about them. That is true. What the hell is going on in Oklahoma? No wonder no one knows about Oklahoma on a state. Look what they're learning them down there. Everyone did it once.
Cheese and Oreos.
Like what? It's like. Okay, so here, if you're a man, so according to Mick, this is your checklist. Okay, so thought everyone did it once. Kiss a girl in school real quick, pass a note, jerked off, got a driver's license, and got Red Wings. That's not my checklist, Mick. I don't know that that's anyone's checklist. 4 of those items were okay. It's that 5th one that's problematic. Never said it was my thing. Just said I thought everyone did it once. Who thinks that way?
I know
a fact about the human body that makes it much less gross. All right, I'll bite. Just enjoying the best night of the week with that old fart bar roadshow. Here's what I'm going to tell you about Code. Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you about Dev. I went looking at his college's athletic page. And the only picture I could find of Dev on his basketball team had him holding water bottles. Now, I don't know what that says. I don't know anything at all. I didn't see his name. He wasn't wearing a jersey, but he had those water bottles, I was hungry. Yes, James, cheese Oreos. Yes.
Okay, so.
Bust your nose. You keep going. Do you earn? No, Billy. No, Billy. No, you can't earn Red Wings on a nosebleed.
Oh, it doesn't work on a nosebleed?
No. Because
Okay.
you're eating your own blood. The idea is you're eating someone else's blood and that particular blood. So you can't pop her in the nose and French kiss her and get some. No. That's just spousal abuse.
Yeah, that's domestic violence.
That doesn't count. Every team needs a good water boy. Facts. Gotta keep them hydrated.
Gotta get hydrated. Oh, see, Devin. Devin's good, man. You roll with that one.
Yeah, Camo, I get what you're saying, but I got to be honest. I think there was one for that too. I just don't know the nomenclature. I don't know if they called it brown wings or they called it something else. But that was definitely also part of the Hell's Angels shtick.
Gary was eating strawberry sauce. I'm done now.
Billy Rogers, okay, I didn't hurt You say eat it like it's a solid. Well, it depends on how well she clots.
Oh!
That was for Johnny because he was drinking.
Holy Lord, have mercy. Mercy.
Oh, clear it. Oh. Here, I had been needed to do this for the last couple of weeks when we had guests, okay? I would like to share with you a couple of these. I didn't write this, so if you hate it, that's fine. But this is a list of supposed acts where the shaman got Conquest of El Salvador and Abraham Lincoln from. And I just want to share these with you, okay? I'm just going to share two. One of them is the Alaskan pipeline, okay? These are just so wrong, by the way. It makes the Abe Lincoln look like Girl Scout cookies. Okay, so here we go. Alaskan pipeline. Oh, no. When you take a shit, freeze it, and use it as a dildo. Okay,
No. Oh no. What?
Again, I don't write these. Okay. Now I'm only choosing.
That can't be real. That can't be real. No. They can't. That's probably just like made up for. Nobody's done that. Nobody's really done that. I mean, you know what? These are thoughts, right? These are thoughts that people put to pen to paper. Yeah. Because there's no way. There's no way. I refuse to believe that is a thing. No, there's no way.
I'm going to do actually two more, both because they're community related. Okay. The next one is called hot pineapple sauce. We have a lot of pineapple discussion in this community. There's even a Mr. Dole or Mr. Pineapple or whatever. Hot pineapple sauce. Again, I don't write this shit. Don't kill the messenger. I don't even claim that this is good. Hot pineapple sauce is you come and then piss in a woman's ass, preferably Brazilian. I don't know why. That's what it says. And then she bends over you and proceeds to fart a mixture of jizz and piss in your face. Now, who wants that? Oh, wait. McMahon would want that. He would probably think, don't we all do that once, at least in our lives, right? McMahon wants that. Holy shit. Okay, last one. Again, because we have Scott in here, Bearded Zebra, and they did do a dragon scent. This is a more common one. You might have heard this one, the angry dragon.
I think I heard of this one, yeah.
You come in your, and this also goes back to kind of what Billy Rogers was just saying. You come in her mouth, then hit her in the back of the head so it comes out of her nose. When she gets up, she'll look like an angry dragon. And there you go. Our three dirty 9:30 sexual acts or thoughts, as Johnny Groom says, for the week. That's right, Pete White. That's right. Yeah, Pete White, talk about all the stuff coming out your ass and then make the pukey emoji, okay? Because that makes sense.
Wow.
Now we got to get Joe Downey to know about hot pineapple sauce. That's our next thing. There's nothing else to do in Oklahoma. Facts. Slightly faded. I don't know slightly faded. Hey, slightly faded. Joe, I thought that was a donkey punch. The donkey punch is a little bit different than the angry dragon. Similar, but a little different.
A little different.
Yeah. But very good, Zebra. You You see that with these things, there's some crossover, right? Oh, pork roll. And y'all say I'm not real. Good to see you. Look at all the emojis. Oh, yes. JG is gagging. The jelly donut. The jelly donut might be in there, Pete. Beard Bushido. See, Bushido? When you walk contextless at 9:50, and it's just me and Johnny on the screen. Oh, if you got a guest on here, Bushido, chances are we haven't gotten really nasty. But when there's no guest, you never know what's going on after 9:30. That's all I got for that. Johnny Greaves, you live in NJ, close to NYC.
No,
Are you close
I don't
to
live
NYC?
close. It's like 45-minute drive, but I feel like an hour, like 45 minutes to an hour, is anywhere in Jersey. Really, you can get anywhere really. No, I'm not that far. Once you get onto like 287 and you hit like the turnpike, it's quick to New York. It's like a 45-minute drive, especially without traffic now. It's really quick. That's the way I drive.
Yeah, I'm a Leadfoot too. Grooms is clearly disgusted right now. Good, Mick. I mean, dirty 930. That's the dirty. Oh, Johnny almost hurled right there. I must have missed that look, Johnny. Maybe because I was reading or something.
Yeah, that was rough. That whole pineapple thing.
I just why does she have to be Brazilian? I don't know. Because she's got a bigger ass. Yeah, I don't get that either.
I don't know. Maybe.
Whoa.
So what's in beard, fellas?
By the way,
asked that question.
Gary Lewis left because we actually out-disgusted him. Two girls and a cup.
Over yonder.
That actually made me laugh the first time I saw Jeff. What I like watching is reaction videos to Two Girls, One Cup. Though that's my favorite thing.
Don't you hate Pop Lane? This is how the conversation started.
Code, that's right. I meant to do it last week. Code gave me a story. Hold on. Vamp for a bit, Johnny, because I got to dig up Code's story. It was a great 930 story.
Pete White is wearing Valens CBD. Beard Zebra, Lucky Panda. I really like Lucky Panda. You guys need to jump on over and get that Lucky Panda. It is a nice, clean, herbal, fresh scent. It's just the bamboo in there. It's really good. Devoted Mac, Bearded Sons, Mac with the cheese collab, nice. Aztec Classico, awesome. Mystic Mac, Mr. Mac is really good too. I love Mr. Mac. That needs to be a permanent set. Just saying. Woodward, Detroit Grooming, Peak CBD Luxurious, Kauai. All right, 2 for Peak CBD, very nice. Peak CBD is really, really awesome. Beard Jet Stream Genie, haven't tried that one yet.
Me either.
I am wearing right here. Oh, if this would focus. Wow. All right. Classic Grooming, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what's his name's? Beard
D-Hide and Beard Existence.
Yeah, Beard X, right.
This is their stuff right here. Classic Grooming. They only have one scent. It is a very smooth, masculine, very nice scent, man. This is a great scent. I wore it today. There's the butter. If that would focus right there.
Drop ship, do we know, Johnny?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Not the blend of the oil. I haven't asked, but I don't think so because of the blend of the oil blend.
Okay. Awesome.
But yeah, the scent is really good. Good stuff from there. Hanyanker Zenlin. Zenlin is really good. It's one of my favorites.
I have Scarecrow in tonight.
Oh, nice. We have more Lucky Panda as soon as we can, waiting for a distributor to make more essence. Got that too. Yeah. All right, P. White. And Gary's got his new butter in. It's not new. Our new butter is not white. Oh. Ooh.
Is it
white? Is
it hot pineapple sauce colored, Gary?
Oh. Yeah, Ron, you gotta jump in that classic, man. It's a good scent. It's like they only have one scent right now, but they're working on another, but it's really good. Like I really like it.
They're working on hot pineapple sauce. I'm just gonna drive this into the ground. Oh shit! No. Like, no. I thought Gary left. I guess he was just joking.
Oh yeah, you're welcome, Zebra. I think I have it right here. Where is it? There it is.
Oh,
Knocked over
fucking
my
Eric
Gundam.
Kennedy.
Here you go. Lucky Panda. Beard Mana. The butter. Really good scent. Which one? What is it again? Hold on. Let me just read it off. It is
Oh, Eastside Chris, thanks for the trivia. Nice.
teak wood, bamboo, sweet leather, patchouli, and glacial wild berries.
Glacial Wild Berries is on that list also. I'll do that next week. I think y'all want to run out and buy some classic. Oh.
Oh God! Majority of butters are white from shaved mango or cocoa butter. Ours is a grayish. I guess I don't know. I'm colorblind. All right. He did. Yeah. All right.
Eric, it is a nice scent. It is a nice scent. All right. So real quick, I want to share this. This is something that Code sent me.
Okay.
This was something that really happened, according to Dev. The other week, the team and I were in the locker room, and one of my teammates was telling the story about what happened to a girl he had been messing around with. Before she got there, he said he shaved his chest in his nether region and had laid a towel on the ground to collect all the hair. Well, while they were hanging out, she went to use his bathroom and used that same towel to dry her hands by mistake. So she got his pubes all over her hands, and he said it made her so uncomfortable that she just left and didn't say anything until the next day about it. Now, that's single life right there, baby. That is single life.
Why wouldn't he put that towel away? Like,
maybe he was, he might have been prepping for the Abe Lincoln later on.
Who uses a towel to catch the clippings of hair? Who uses a towel?
Maybe he wants to be kind to the sink. I don't know. Maybe he's a really hairy dude and would clog the shit out of the sink. Who knows? I ain't asking.
What you do is what I do when I trim my beard.
Yeah.
Right over my sink.
Yeah.
It falls into the sink. I don't turn on the water, of course, because all the hair's going down the drain. I just take a little piece of toilet paper, maybe a couple of squares, fold it up, and then I collect all the hair. Get it with the toilet paper and then throw it in the fucking garbage. What are you doing over the towel for? What's wrong with you? God, you gotta think, man.
I don't have a problem with him catching it. I have a problem with why didn't he dispose of it? There's like a misstep there.
See, we play basketball. We never claimed to be smart. That's true, Chris. That's true. Eastside Chris, at least he didn't dry her face off.
Oh, Chris, that would have been the best ending of all. Good night, Moon. Good night, girl with pubic face.
It ran away.
Okay, Jeremy. Thanks for stopping in, brother. I appreciate it. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, my wife flips out. If she sees a stray hair, I gotta be super meticulous with cleaning up. She sees one little clipping on the mirror or on the edge. You'll clean up your hair. Just screaming at me and everything. It could be like one hair.
Okay. I mean, James Pershing asked a question. Let me hop back into the story, James, because did it say the floor? I'll have to. That's a key detail. Before she got there, the elevator laid a towel on the ground to collect all the hair. Okay, so James is right. So, yeah. Dev, what is this?
Yeah, we missing something. This is a hole here in the story.
Plot hole.
Yeah, it's a plot hole in the story.
So, does he lift the towel full of hair and then place it on the sink? That just seems so.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Did he put it on the drying rack? Like, did he put it on the rack to dry your hands with?
Well, he couldn't. All the hair would have fallen off.
Maybe he didn't think there was a lot of hair on it. Maybe there was a hair that stuck to the towel, and he thought he got all of it off, but he totally forgot that towels have two sides.
Man.
Maybe he put the hair on the inside and put the clean part on the outside, not thinking that she was going to wash her hands or something and use that towel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just did it real fast to make it look like he was clean, but he still was a dirty bastard. I mean, I don't know.
Dab, you have some splaining to do.
Yeah, we need to get this guy here on this in the chat here. We need these answers. I'm assuming
I'm assuming he just hung the. Okay.
Yeah,
What
he didn't shake it
does,
off. He just hung it.
Does he have like super like adhesive cock hair? I mean, what is going? When you hang a towel up, most of that shit's going to drop off, isn't it? I mean, yeah, you're going to have a few on there, but the girl really isn't going to. I mean, I guess if they're really curly, she'll be like, "What the fuck did I just drop?"
See, even Eastside Chris, how much hair was on this towel? Exactly, like you know.
But hey, she came back and talked to him, so that means he's still got a shot.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't that much hair. She probably just freaked. She overreacted. You know, as women do.
Maybe he's just a dirty college kid. No, he obviously cared about hygiene because he trimmed up for the girl. He was thinking luckiness, you know?
Yeah.
He wanted to get all clean,
Kennedy. Yeah, that's being hygienic. Trimming is being hygienic. You know, trimming and shaving and stuff like that. And, you know, washing.
The stupidest damn thing, though. Male
I love how like all these questions arise from this. Like, what was he thinking? You know, how much hair was on the towel? Why wouldn't he shake it off? Like all these rational thoughts. You know?
That's it, Devin. I don't care who we have scheduled next week. We're bringing your friend, the hair fucking cutter, on next week. We're gonna grill him. We're gonna third degree his ass.
I think maybe I'm trying to paint the scenario here. He's getting cleaned up. He's in the bathroom. She's knocking on the door. He's panicking. He's got to answer the door. He's got to get dressed real fast. He didn't think and just put the towel back up there and just, hey, baby, how you doing? Whatever. And just like, you know, that's how it went. And he was going against the clock. Like, you know,
yeah.
Which he should be used to if he's playing basketball. He should be used to going like by a clock. So
he's on a 24 or a 45-second ticker in his head. You're right, Johnny Grooms. He's got that ticker in his head. By that, he's played this game for 20 years or something like that. Eric Kennedy, that's always the problem, brother. That is. I mean, I'm 53, and that's still a problem with me. It doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mick with dirt. I remember the first time after Mick started growing his beard and brushing it over the sink, and I went in there and thought it was pube hair all over. I was pissed. He would just gnaw it off Mrs. Mick. Like, he wants to treat the beard and the head really nicely, but if he had to trim up, he would just see what his teeth grabbed and call that a day. Did she leave with pube hair covered hands? Very good, Eastside Chris. One would assume
that's a good question.
She washed. One would assume she washed, but maybe she just panicked and just had.
She did. That's what she ran. That's why she ran away. She dried her hands, and she had hair all over her hands, and that's why she ran. Yeah. She did leave with pube hair covered hands. She's lucky, or he's lucky, because if I would have been that girl with my mindset, I would have freaked out. But if I would have taken the time to give an upper decker if I could have. For sure, that would have been all there is to it. I would have left him with something as well. Eastside Chris, I like the way your mind works. You are definitely you're a good therapy crew here, and you're from California. So, Eastside Chris, do we know you by another name by chance, or are you just a newer guy to our stream? He said, was it he that was talking about Vato saying some stuff? I don't know. If you guys are wondering why I keep looking directly at you, I'm not trying to peer into your soul or anything like that. I'm looking at the battery level of my camera. That's right, Billy. Only on motherfucking therapy. You right, brother. Oh, there's the Zoomy. I used to get surgical rooms at the hospital. I started wearing a hairnet after I left. Rebuke his surgery. Wow. All right. Okay. Well, Chris, if it's 10:05 and we haven't scared you off by now, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Hopefully you'll return. Just so you know, with the show, we call 9:30 Dirty 9:30 because that's when we release the Kraken, man. Anything goes at 9:30 and on. Oh, James, that is so great. I love to quote Johnny. But here's the thing. Why is he wearing a hairnet if he's got a pube? Yeah, why would they call it that? You know, like, what did they just? Wouldn't it be like a beard hair? Yeah. Wait, do you wear a beard? His beard's pretty big, right? Like, I think do you wear a hairnet on your beard? Beard of Bushido. Older, but when exactly the shaving the pubes move from the strict period to the mainstream. Hey, you know what? Just a little bit after it went from females to the mainstream.
Because I grew up on the 70s stuff, man, and there was a very rarely trimmed, let alone bald one. Same thing with men. Men start doing it. It was more. It started in gay porn first, and then moves to straight porn, and then moves into the mainstream. But that's what it is, man. Manscaping, all that jazz. Women first, then the men. I am happy to say I've never shaved anything.
I started doing that at request by the wife.
Well,
so,
yeah,
that was it, you know.
Yeah,
you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
You gotta do what you gotta do. I just take, when you have garbage and you have that really gross like inch of liquid at the bottom of a garbage bag that just is heinous and drips and smells. When someone say throws out a Coke or a drink and doesn't dump it down the sink before throwing it in there, and it winds up smelling like shit and it drips. What I will do is when we have one of those garbage bags is I'll immediately douse mine with it to prove Kelly's love for me. Because if she can handle that, then I know she's long hauling. So I do just the opposite, Johnny.
Oh my God. I was like, where are you going with this?
Oh. Eastside Chris, you're in. Attaboy. Thank you, sir. I had to after the hair was found before using product or using heat or anything. Beard was curly as hell.
That's after the hair was found. Okay.
All right, Pete. Good luck on that, brother. Good luck. Take care. Keep your pills going. We'll talk to you soon. Good. You might be seeing Pete White in these parts in the late spring, early summer.
It's weird. Like the chat is weird. Like you're reading stuff off the chat that I don't see it. It's like going like.
I told you it's weird tonight, JG.
Yeah. What's up with that?
God, gorilla. I would never do it unless I was asked to do it. Okay, I shouldn't say I've never shaved. I have shaved my back many a time, but never my chest, my groin. I swam and I didn't shave my legs. I was a swimmer in high school and I didn't shave my legs, and a lot of dudes did because they were frantic about that 1 nanosecond of that they would get for not having the drag of body hair or whatever.
Right. Oh yeah. Swimmers, yeah, they got to be like it's not aerodynamic under the water. What is it called?
Hydrodynamic.
So without any drag. So any little hair, they gotta.
Oh shit! Another New Jersey guy, Johnny. Eastside Chris is from NJ.
No, well, there you go.
Chris, where do you fall on the Taylor ham pork roll debate? Because this is this is burning up the Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, by the way, Chris, I suggest it to you because all the fine people you see in here will be on there as well. But there is a huge debate on Instagram, if you did not know, based on who you follow, Chris. We got a lot of New Jersey guys, right?
Which
Johnny
I started
Grooms?
that. I started that debate. I was like the first one to say,
Johnny Grooms is from New Jersey. Obviously, NJ Gabagool, which is a nom de plume, as they say of someone else who I can't figure out. But Bearded Life Joe is from New Jersey. Deliberately Bearded is from New Jersey, though he no longer lives there. Donald Long's not from New Jersey. It's pork roll 100%. There it is, JG.
Boom.
There it is, man.
Pork roll. I don't know how you do a roll. Donald Long, yes. I watched Godzilla.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. I saw it, though.
I watched it on Wednesday, the day before it came out, because I got it like that. Anyway, I watched that movie. Who wants spoilers? Who wants spoilers? Anyone want spoilers?
I do not. You can give me. I'll take my headphones off, and you can wave at me when you're done if you want to talk about it. If you want to talk about it, that's fine.
There was a lot of things that really just pissed me off, and it had nothing to do with the fight between Godzilla and King Kong. That was cool. There were like little dumbass things that didn't need to be in the movie at all. Whole characters that didn't need to be in that movie at all. They could have saved a ton of money by not having certain characters on that movie. But watch it. It was a good movie. If you like two big monsters fighting each other, great movie. But don't go in it thinking like you're gonna get like good character development or any bullshit like that. It's a fun, mindless like fight movie with two monsters. That's pretty much it. Don't take it too seriously, is what I'm saying.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I want to watch it because I just want to see the battle scene, but then I want everything else. Johnny, I finished that 4-hour Justice League, and I give it a C to C minus. I had a problem with it. There were things I liked about it, and then there were things I didn't like. But I never watched the original because I was too smart. If you call it
the original,
no.
See, if you saw the original, that grade would have been higher.
Yeah, that's what I
saw
think.
the original. We have something to compare it to. It's like comparing like a piece of poop to like a nicely dressed deli sandwich. You know, it's all the layers and things that go together that melt together correctly versus a steaming pile of poop on a plate, which was the first Justice League movie.
I'm glad you said what kind of poop, because I was going to ask you if it was frozen dildo poop, but
no,
you
it's
said
just steaming. It's a steaming little curly pile.
That's good. Good.
With a sad face emoji on it.
Yeah,
not the happy
Bushido,
face.
Not the happy face.
Not the happy face poop emoji. Sad face poop emoji.
I didn't know there was a sad face poop emoji.
No, I made it up just for that.
Look
I
at
made
that.
it just for the Justice League. Yeah.
That's what we do in therapy. We make shit up. Is it ice cream flavor?
Oh no. I don't think so. It's not ice cream flavored.
Okay, Billy, I won't talk about it. When you see it, let us know. So someone said something earlier that I missed.
So you saw the first Godzilla movie, right?
Yes. Yes.
The little girl that and the mom, they worked out the frequency of the kaijus and shit like that.
Yes.
That character is back, and she does absolutely nothing. Like at all. Like nothing at all. Like whatever they paid her, they could have not paid her, not had her in the movie, and it wouldn't affect a thing. It's so aggravating.
If I'm being honest, she annoyed the shit out of me in the first movie. I wanted her.
Well, she's gonna annoy you a lot more when you see this movie because she doesn't do jack shit. Oh God, she's such a waste of space in this movie. Her and every character who she's associated with are nothing. Do nothing. Do absolutely nothing. I don't care if you see the movie and you disagree. Whatever. But whatever. The way that happened in that movie could have happened any other which way imaginable. The way it happened. Those characters completely useless. 100%. Didn't even need to be there.
Fired up. Johnny is impassioned.
No, it was so annoying. It's so annoying. After I finished watching that movie, I was like, oh, why did she just die? Like, couldn't she? I mean, she wasn't even in fucking danger. Like, it's so annoying. All right, anyway, I'm done.
If you're wondering, Johnny would have punched her in the face. I'm gonna say that. But that was after the first movie. Cool. Yeah.
I like her. She's cool. She's a good actress. She's great in 11. She's the girl from 11.
Oh, that's right.
No, the girl from Stranger Things. The little girl from 11 from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, whew.
You started to reply to me and then forgot because us seasoned gentlemen got to say what's on minds before it. Oh, Bushido, I'm sorry. You were Bushido. Were you replying to Bushido, Johnny?
Wait, what's it? With what?
Bushido, I will shut up. You two can work it out.
Oh, how much homage to the Toei Rubber Monster? No, none of them are. No, they're all CGI. There's nothing. No, there's not a lot. No, I don't think so. There's no there's no Godzilla things in the movie. Like there's no dance or anything like that. There's no silliness. Those old movies where Godzilla did that stupid dance. Well, not stupid. It's pretty cool. Or those kicks that he did where he flew in one.
Yeah.
No silliness like that. But the fight scenes are good. Like I would love to do. I'm gonna give it some time, and I want to do a blow for blow commentary on the fight scenes, and I want to see if YouTube will let it go because I would have a good time doing that. Because it's just they're good. They're really good. Like exactly how you would think the two monsters would fight each other if they really fought each other in real life. That's how they kind of did the fight scene. Like when when they go blow for blow, you look at it and you think, oh yeah, I could see like how that would happen in real life. You know, like just the way the physiology of the monsters are and what they're capable of doing. They did a really good job with that. Like think of a gorilla, how a gorilla moves and stuff like that, and how it would fight like a T-Rex. You know, little arms, stuff like that. So yeah, even though Godzilla's got enough reach to give like a pimp smack, but it's yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna end up blowing it for the people that don't want any spoilers. You know what I'm saying? Like if I keep talking, this is why when I start talking about a movie that my wife wants to see, she cuts me off.
Yeah,
because she knows that I'll keep going until until I blow the movie. You know, and I don't want to give spoilers to people. I mean, but yeah.
Donald, the chances are pretty slim. I really, really want to. It's actually not close for me. It's probably about a 6-hour drive because I'm all the way on the other side of Pennsylvania from you guys. And depending on where it is, it's like probably between 6 to 7, maybe 5.5 to 6.5.
Yeah, it's a long drive.
But my wife likes taking trips. So if I were to take a trip by myself, that wouldn't fly well. She would want to take the trip, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And with COVID, the fact we have taken no trips, well, actually, we did in the summer in North Carolina. Yeah, I would not be able to go to New Jersey by my lonesome.
But yeah. My wife's the same way. She's like, you're going to hang out with people out of state who are not vaccinated?
Oh, yeah,
like,
I didn't even think of that.
What? I said, I can do that. I can do that, you know? I'll just wear a mask. If fights were weighted too heavy in the Godzilla's favor, most likely because the plan is to continue the Godzilla franchise. I'm not. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm going to end up spoiling it. I don't want to end up spoiling it. But if there is a clear winner in this movie, there is a clear winner.
Okay. My thoughts, and I haven't seen this, Bushido, is I know it's like back in the 60s or 70s, whenever they did the first one, like the original Kong versus Godzilla. I never thought of it as being competitive because you have an atomic powered, reptile dinosaur versus a big ass ape. And I'm like, okay, right. So, he's a little more like the ape is a little more agile, and we could even argue he's stronger physically. But Godzilla spits fucking atomic fire. The ape's covered in fur. Game, set, match Godzilla. There now. I hope in this new version they do it to make it, a little bit more. I heard there was another character from the Godzilla mythos in this. I'm not going to say anything to her, but I now know that that's true. It's another creature that you would have seen in more modern Godzilla films. So I don't know.
Try not to talk.
Yeah. So, okay. We're leaving Godzilla just for that purpose.
Yeah. I mean, if you were like, "Let's spoilers go," everybody was like, "Yeah, I don't care." I'm like, ah! And just come out because that's how I do movie reviews. I talk the movie.
Yeah. I just watched this wuxia. Wuxia, for those who don't know, is Chinese cinema. Think of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but cinema set in the Middle Ages of China with usually solitary fighters. There have been many that have involved females. They started off with males, and it's just a style of Chinese film. It's not quite kung fu karate. It's a little bit different, right? I watched this one called Shadow that was released a couple years ago. Oh my God, is it amazing and beautiful. Hero was another one. House of a Thousand Daggers. Those are all wuxia films if anyone has seen them. But I dig it, and through talking with Waltimus, he digs it and likes it as well. So Walt and I are going to start a little project in the summer and do some talking about wuxia. So I'm very excited to do that. Get into some Asian.
It's not called. It's called wuxia, not wushu.
No, it's Wuxia. Wuxia.
Oh, okay.
That's a close approximation. That's not the exact pronunciation, but it's close. Could speak. Would love to have heard Kong say, "I'm King Kong." He shoots beams from his eyes too. I did not know that, Ron. I did not know that. Did you like the Zatoichi movies? I haven't seen them, Bushido.
Zatoichi.
House of a Thousand Daggers was pretty good, says McBeard. Here's what I liked about Shadow. It was done. It's like a modern. It's shot on modern stock and everything, but everything is black and white and gray except for blood and skin color. So the entire environment, the outfits are black and white and gray. It kind of looks like Chinese writing, like old school Chinese writing on the big tarps. And it always is rainy, and they live in this area that's got like a lot of stone and rivers. Just the whole mood and the feel of the movie is amazing, and the camera work and the acrobats and the stunts, and it just, but the coloring of it, it's no, because like House of a Thousand Daggers and Hero are very bright, very colorful, but this all of that color is gone, and I love that it's like a partial black and white film, but modern because you can still see the color. I just love the idea of that. I guess Zebra. I guess I don't really know what grunge comic is. I know black and white versus color.
That's kind of like Sin City and Spirit.
Okay. Yes, but
because like
more oil washing though. Okay, because it's not stark black and white. There's a lot of gray, and then guys have armor. So you have like the metallic colors of armor, but also black accents in the armor as well. So anything that's a shade of white, black, or gray, any variant is at play here. And then you have the skin color, and then you have blood. Those are the only things that aren't in that black, white, gray monochrome row.
Okay.
It's hard to find. I think it might be on Amazon, but it's called Shadow, and it was released, I think, in 16 or 18. If anyone wants to check it out, they like that Chinese stuff. Good, very good story too. Very cool story.
Yeah,
Spider-Man Noir. Spider-Man Noir.
I saw Sin City in the theaters twice. That's how much I like that movie. Such a good movie.
Great comic book too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Zebra. Yes, very much so. Yes, Zebra. I'm looking at posters. Very much so, Zebra. There you go. Good call. But I believe that Wuxia started off his movies about famous stories. Yes, and Chinese folk heroes. Very good, Bushido. And Kung Fu flicks kind of developed off of those. Yes. In some ways, they're kind of like our Westerns and some of the early ones. It actually started as a literary movement in the 50s. One dude wrote all these wuxia stories, and then the films got a hold of them. But yes, Bushido, you are 100% correct. They were around before the Kung Fu. Although guys like Sonny, what's his name? Oh, shoot. A big-time Kung Fu guy out of Hong Kong. I'm thinking of the director's name. I can't think of it right now. Quentin Tarantino loves him, but he's known for doing Kung Fu flicks, worked with Bruce Lee as well. He did some wuxia, or movies that are classified as wuxia as well. I can't remember his name. Sonny, I think his name is Sonny something.
Wow, I gotta look this up. This is like a whole new genre of movies that I haven't. I've probably seen some, but don't know what they are yet.
Right.
So when I Google it, I'm gonna, I think I've seen House of a Thousand Daggers.
And Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is probably the most popular one.
Okay, all right. I like those movies. Those are good movies.
So I was already a huge fan of Korean cinema, and I'm getting more into Japanese cinema. So I might do a whole Asian thing with Walt over this summer. Joe, is it? Yes, it is. Joe, isn't Kill Bill loosely wuxia? Yes, because it's based off of The Bride. And from my understanding, I don't think The Bride is Japanese. I think it's Chinese, and I think that's a variant of wuxia as well. But it might be a little modern. One of the things about wuxia, and again, I'm sure there are by this time subgenres of wuxia, but the wuxia movies started in the 60s. One of the things about wuxia is that it is always like medieval, all right, like during medieval times, right? So you've got no technology outside of armor and weapons and things like that. So it's, rudimentary stuff like that. I haven't seen The Bride. It could be set in that time, Jeff, but I thought it was a little more modern.
Yeah, Kill Bill was definitely a great movie. Both of them. I feel like there should have been a third.
I love the opening in black and white in Kill Bill 2 at the wedding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something with just that scene somewhere down the road because God, is it gorgeous. Jeff, I know you're a fan of grindhouse stuff. Wuxia would definitely be one of those things that people would have watched in the 70s. That would have probably classified as grindhouse cinema from Asia in the 70s.
Okay.
Jeff likes him. Jeff likes him some Grindhouse.
Yeah. Has anyone read the Clive Barker book that inspired Hellraiser? It was called The Hellbound Heart. Hellraiser was actually a spin-off of the book. Oh, okay.
Not me.
I know. I've seen the Hellraiser. I've tried to watch some of the Hellraiser movies recently, and I'm just like, they didn't grab me like they did when I was younger. Like when I was younger, I was like, yeah. But like now, I'm just like, not so much.
I find too, like I like more creepy horror than blood horror as I get older. Have you ever heard of or watched Let the Right One In? It was a Swedish vampire movie.
Yes, that was.
Did you watch the American one or the Swedish one? Because it got remade in America.
Both. I've watched both.
I love that. I love the Swedish
movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I like that kind of weird stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to get my wife to watch it. She didn't watch it. And when she saw the American version, she's like, oh, I like this. And I was like, oh, you got to see the other one. Like, I like those. This is a good movie.
Anyone pick up the new Marin Dixon? Johnny, I know, is fighting at buying more Dixons. I think he really likes them.
Oh, yeah. I bought 2 Dixons so far, full-size flannels. And I have the bamboo shirts. And now I am, like, fully in love with the bamboo shirts. Like, I need all of them. I need all of them in every color, every style. Maybe not every color, but you know what I'm saying. Like, the bamboo shirts were great. When I wore it out, everyone complimented. They were like, wow, it's a really nice shirt. And they felt the material. I see it's super light, very airy, very light material. It was a great shirt. Great shirt. I highly recommend the Dixon shirts. 100%.
Billy Rogers, I hear that's in pre-production. I hope we hear more about that soon because that's something we've got to see. Definitely.
That story still brings horror to people when I tell them for the first time what happened about the chipmunk. It's still to this day, like,
Are these like non-bearded community people?
Yeah, non-bearded community people. When I tell them, like, oh yeah, we had to do this, and this happened, they're like, I'm like, he's fine. Like he lived. Like it's.
Oh dear. So Johnny is gonna be hard at work, I think, because he's not James Pershing, thinking about ways to give out these new gorgeous wooden coins that we have.
Yes.
We already know something we know that some of them will be departing Johnny. Now, he said he was going to send me some, but he's also said he's going to send me soap for almost 2 years. So I have no hopes.
Man, don't even start. Don't even start because you told me to wait to get your new address. So shut the fuck up about that.
Oh, shit. Oh.
But I am going to be hitting up some people to get their address to send some out because some, definitely, bless you, definitely going to deserve it. Holy Christ. What? Hold on. I have to watch this to see if this is, I just got a DM here. No. Oh God, no, I can't.
What's going on?
I can't share this. We'll get taken down.
Oh, a DM from somebody who said share this?
Yeah.
Well, Mick, man, there's a couple ways you can get one of those. Oh, first, Johnny, what the hell's going on there? Oh, Johnny is torn.
Okay, so I can't share this video, but I'm going to describe it to you frame from frame.
Okay.
So these guys are bungee jumping.
Oh.
Right? If you don't know, there is a kind of like weird erotica thing where people will hang from hooks. You ever heard of this thing where it's like they hang from hooks, the big industrial hooks, not little fucking surgical hooks. And they have a good sized amount of skin in these hooks and they hang from it. I don't know what it does or whatever the fetish is, but that's the fetish. This man, it is a man, has 4 of these giant industrial sized rock climbing connectors that you put on the side of a mountain. He has 2 attached to each butt cheek. And he goes bungee jumping. May you visualize what just happened. None of the skin ripped. He swung just like that. But that was set me. That's what I just saw.
My God.
I can't show that. That'll probably get this taken down, but because of the amount of skin showing. But
oh my God.
Oh my God, that was awful. It was awful. I won't show that, but that's what's.
Did one of the guys in the chat send that to you?
No, somebody who's not really in the bearded community. Just
okay.
Like, here for your show, and I'm like, no, I can't show that.
Well, that was nice that they were thinking of you, though. You know.
Yeah. Ouch is right.
So Mick just said, I want one of those wood coins so bad. All right, Mick. So get a bunch of these like industrial strength. Jam them in your ass cheek.
No, he's not cheekless. I think he went fine. I was expecting for the skin to rip and like come right off, but he swung like it just wee, and he came back. And that was it. But why would you do that? God, Lord have mercy. You figure like the jerk motion alone will be enough to like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like pulling out an earring from your earlobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that kind of pain. Times 1,000, a million or so. Oh.
Exactly. We did the same thing. We're just...
Oh. That sounds like something you'd see in Hellraiser, actually.
Exactly.
God dang. All right, Johnny, we are at the witching hour. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to call it a night?
Yeah, you know what? Let's call it a night.
Okay.
We can call it a night, right?
Yeah.
All right. There's some strong cheeses, right?
Camo Cam said if the dude crapped himself, it'd be hook, line, and stinker. Ba-da-boom! And that's where we're going. Johnny, you got anything coming up this week? You want to let anyone know about? Oh, Evo, you showed up at 10:30, brother. Good to see you.
Comes at the end.
Yeah.
I will have a review coming this week. Working on it.
He says you only got a few days left.
Yeah, which means it'll probably come out tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
It's all right, Emo. You didn't miss much.
Yeah. Depends.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to hype is this is a Beards on Film week. We'll be on Joe Downey's channel, Beard Life Joe, and this is our actual audience appreciation. Camel Cam said he would be in the house. Waltimus is going to be in the house. And so we'll be doing films that those guys chose and that they're going to lead the discussion. So we have sports films, coming of age humor, and mystery / thrillery kind of films. So that's going on. That's all I got. The usual stuff, more Snack the World and more True Detective stuff as it's released on its usual times.
All right,
guys. See, Emo, look at the reaction you're getting. You should show up. Emo he used to show up. He used to show up early. Now look at how he's kicked us into the. We're not even in the back seat. We're all the way in the trunk, Johnny. We're in Emo's truck. Camel Cam, I chose my favorite Japanese menstrual hentai. And on that,
wow,
we're going to call it a night.
Cam.
Cross your fingers. Moving is happening in the next 2 weeks. I hope we are here next week. We'll obviously let you know if we aren't, but it will just be the two of us next week as well. I didn't want to have to cancel on a guest if my move intersected and made me cancel a therapy. All right. Thank you, guys. It was a great time tonight. Good laughs. Great hanging out with you.
All right. And broadcast.
No doubt, Eric.
All right. We're clear.
All righty, man. Good stuff.
Oh, man.